Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hey guys, welcome back to Darling Talk Show where we just don't talk about relationships, we redefine them. Today's episode is going to be very special. So we have an amazing guest today and we're going to be talking about male-centered women, which is a very interesting topic. She is a digital creator, entrepreneur. She's the founder of a marketing agency called Coffee Socials. And she's also Cubana. So, hey, Stephanie, girl, welcome to Darling Talk Show. How are you?
Hey, thank you for having me. I'm good. I have my coffee, so I'm prepared to talk.
You're
about
prepared?
anything.
I love
Yes.
that. Okay, that's good. That's good. This is a very interesting topic. And I know that you actually were the one that told me you wanted to talk about this. So I'm really eager to know what you have in those notes that you told me earlier. But yeah, tell us first, of course, about your marketing agency, Coffee Socials, how you started this company, what made you start, and where did this idea came from?
Yeah, so I started the company because I worked in advertising for about 8 years.
Okay.
And working in advertising, you see so many things. You work with so many industries.
Yeah.
And every time I found myself working for a company that didn't have the businesses that they were advertising their best interest in heart and mind.
Yeah.
So it was more about the money, and they didn't really care if the results delivered or if they just took their money and there were no results at the end of the month. So after working with that for so long and also being a photographer full time on the side, I was like, well, I know exactly how to do this. I went to school for marketing and communications. I know advertising, so that's another trick in my bag. And I have the eye to capture different things. Obviously, I knew I wasn't going to be able to do all of those things because it's a lot.
Yeah.
But I was like, I think this is where I need to go next. And I also knew that I didn't want to work for anybody for for the rest of my life. So one day, I was talking to my best friend, and she's a photographer. That's what she has her degree in.
Yeah.
And we decided to just go ahead and start the company.
Wow.
And started with small businesses, and then now we're working with bigger and bigger businesses each year.
Girl, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
That is amazing. Because I know being an entrepreneur in itself is a challenge. But before we even go further, we got to toast, okay? We got to toast. So if you guys know, I'm a wine lover. Today we're going to be drinking Sarah B.
Okay.
It is a sweet white wine, Moscato. You did mention that you like something mid-sweet. So I was like, okay, let me be mindful. This one is 5.5% of alcohol, so it's not too much.
Okay, good.
Which is great for us right now in this moment. So we're gonna toast. Do you have anything that you would like to toast for?
I want to toast to the rest of the year and all the good things coming.
I like
So let's toast to
that. Salud.
Salud.
Let me see.
Right.
Okay, this is good.
Okay. Okay.
What you give it? I mean, it's sweet.
It's not too sweet though, because I don't like too sweet. But
I think it's a little sweet
for you.
Yeah, I like dry wine.
Me too.
Like the drier, the better.
Like a mix, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. All right. So look, now I want to get into this question. So you were saying that you started this brand and all the things, but I think I really want to get into the topic of today, which is male-centered women. First, I want to ask you, have you dealt with this before?
I deal with it every day.
Oh my God, every day? Can you?
Well, wait, I'm exaggerating. Not every day, but I deal with it on a regular basis. Yes.
Can you kind of like walk us through what that looks like? So for people who might not even know what that is, I want to make sure that everybody who's watching, they know what that is. What does that look like?
Yeah, so a male-centered woman, to me, in my experience, what I've seen and what I see constantly is someone who, before doing anything, they're like, what would a man think when they see me outside of my personal space? About me, like about my nails, about my hair, what I'm dressed like.
Yeah.
Everything. Basically everything.
Yeah.
And any step you take, you have to consider
A
what a
man.
man is gonna think when they see you.
Ooh, child.
Yeah.
That's not good. Can only imagine. But okay. So when it comes to that, I believe that it has to come from a sense of maybe insecurity there, maybe.
I think so.
Right? What are your thoughts on that?
I think it comes from a place of insecurity and also just the way that a lot of us were raised as women.
Yeah.
Especially from millennials back. I think Gen Z is kind of breaking that mold now. They're like, I don't care. Like, I'm gonna dress like a bum, and if you like me, you like me. If you don't, you
If you
don't.
don't, you don't.
But I think from our generation back, like millennials and back, we were just raised that way. Like, always look presentable, or wear a little skirt, wear like a tank top that shows your boobs. Make sure your hair is always done. Make sure your nails are never bare. And it's just something that we grew up with. It's like kind of ingrained in your brain. So it's hard to step away from that without second guessing what your life will look like.
That's good.
Yeah, I think that's what it is mainly.
So do you think that that's like you said that you deal with this a lot. Do you think that comes from, is it more so like a specific group of people, nationalities? Is it more like just women in general? Like,
I think it's a lot of women in general. I think any woman in her 20s and early 30s, that's where I've seen it most.
okay.
And it comes in many forms. I've seen it with like the most beautiful woman you can think of right now.
Yeah.
She's doing everything to make sure that a man is gonna look at her as attractive.
Yeah.
And she's always overanalyzing herself. I've always also seen it in women who are working in like the sex field, like all the like OnlyFans girls, strippers.
Clearly,
There's something there that I couldn't fathom for myself to have in my thought process daily.
Yeah.
Just because that's what either generates income from that for them, or that validation and attention from them.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I can't do it.
I definitely feel like it does has a lot to do with, whenever I see things like that, I always think about like, why though? Like, where is that coming from? And I try to go deeper and dig deeper, because it's like, people do certain things because of what they're actually, or who they are as a person, what they're dealing with. So I definitely believe that has to come from a very, who knows, maybe that's all they know, like, men, or they do want that validation, right? Which I hope and pray they find it. They find it in Jesus or something, because I think people just project what they're actually dealing with. So I really want to ask you this though. I know that you're engaged, because I see that ring over there, girl. Can you show the people that ring? That ring is beautiful. Oh my God. So, so I really want to know, how long did you date your fiance before you guys got engaged?
We dated for 3 years. We've known each other for 14 years at this point, though.
Wow.
Yeah, but we dated for 3 years, and then he proposed after that. Well, that third year. Because now we just made 4 years.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, as you know, this show is all about relationships, right? Redefining relationships. And so I like to ask that question, because sometimes, especially nowadays, I see so many engagements whenever I'm scrolling, and people getting married, which is a beautiful thing. But I always wonder, I'm like, okay, like, is that an easy process? Like, you guys dating for 3 years and knowing him for 4 years. Did you guys ever date before in the 14 years, or?
We dated once.
Y'all were friends. Okay.
Yeah, we dated once for 7 months years ago. But me not being a male-centered woman, I'm like, okay, I'm all about my career.
Oh, you were focused.
I was focused on my own thing. I feel like we weren't going in the same direction at that time, and I was like, look, maybe not now, maybe later. I never thought we would actually get back together.
Wow.
But it just happened organically. But yeah, at the time we dated for 7 months, and then we broke up. And
14 years is a long time. How do you guys rekindle that? Walk me through that whole thing. I want to know.
Because I'm like so myself, and like I think that I do consider myself not like the topic of the conversation, which is non-male centered.
Yes.
I know that he knew the kind of person I was, and that I'm not, like necessarily searching to be in relationships.
Okay.
I'm not dating around. And he always had like this big respect for me, and our relationship was based on friendship first.
Nice.
So we would always check in on each other throughout the years. And one day we just decided to hang out just to catch up, and that's how we kind of started things back up.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So now you guys are gonna get married very soon.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? You excited?
Honestly, I'm excited but nervous because there's a lot of people that we have that we want to invite to the wedding, but then there's the issue of like if we don't have it here in Houston, who's not gonna be able to come? But I'm
Yeah.
excited about, the venue. We found some really nice venues in DR.
That's
And I
beautiful.
always wanted like a beach wedding, so I'm excited about that.
I know that's right. Remind me your age before we continue
I
because
just turned. How old did I just turn? I just turned 29 in January.
my God, it happens.
Yeah.
It'd be like that. It'd be like that.
Forgetting.
Okay, cool. So we're around the same age. You're older than me by a few months.
Okay. When's your birthday?
May.
Oh.
Yeah.
okay.
It just happened, girl. You just passed like 2 months ago, girl. I just hit 29. Oof. Okay. All right. So definitely, since we're talking about this whole male-centered topic, what are some of the biggest issues around male-centered women in this era right now that you feel like it's just getting worse? Like, like it's just getting worse. Like, especially right now. Think about like what's happening now with social media.
Okay, I got you.
I mean, even you as an entrepreneur, like, I think I can only imagine the things that you experience daily.
Well, I'll give you one example that like I see a lot, and that would be people who are doing anything on like women specifically, doing anything on social media to get male attention. So whether it's like posting in skimpy clothes constantly, like the thirst traps. There's not one photo on their profile that just says, "Hey, this is me,
Right.
normal me. I'm not trying to."
I need the likes.
Right. They need all the attention. It's like every time I scroll, I'm like, I see boobs, I see a butt out. Sorry, I was about to say it the other way. There's always something, sheer clothing. You see everything.
Yeah.
There's nothing left to the imagination.
Yeah.
Another thing that I deal with very frequently is not being able to enjoy girl time without a man involved somehow, whether it's so that he can pay for the bill or so that you can have that attention while we're out. And that drives me insane because I'm like, okay, I'm thinking it's girls' night.
Yeah.
We're about to catch up. We're about to have like, our girl time that you can't have around guys. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, so-and-so is coming. And I'm like, I thought this was girls' night. Why?
And when they don't communicate that too, it's like a ick because why you didn't say anything?
Yes.
That's really good. I actually had a situation years ago with she was a friend of mine at the time, and she lived a very different lifestyle than me. She was doing things, stripping and all the things, right? And I don't judge people. Like I'm like, okay, that's what you decide to do. That's fine, right? So she, we started like building the friendship. And every time we would go to a restaurant to eat, this girl like would sit at the bar and she'll be like, "You're not paying for nothing. You're not paying for nothing. We're gonna let this man pay for, we're gonna let a man pay for it." And I'm just like, I don't wanna wait for a man because I'm not doing that. Like, I can pay for my drink. Like, I don't have to. So I wasn't raised like that. And we would literally get into arguments because she felt like I had to let a man pay for my food or my drink. We started having disagreements about that because I'm like, that's not how I move. I'm not about to go to a bar and wait on a man because then they have expectations.
Exactly.
Right? And I'm not, just because you buy me a drink doesn't mean I have to either talk to you or give you my number or anything like that. So we literally, that friendship didn't work out because I noticed that we just had two different lifestyles, mindsets. And that's really an example of a male-centered woman who she did everything around what a man thought, wanted, all the things. So I definitely get what you're saying, and it can be frustrating. But we're gonna switch up the vibe. We're gonna play a game, and it's called Petty or Protective.
Petty or Protective, okay.
Yes. And I'm gonna ask you a question, and you can tell me if it's petty or protective. Okay.
Well, I'm a Capricorn, so let's see.
Oh Lord. Okay. Okay. So you ask your partner to archive pictures with their ex, even if it's just memories. Is that petty or protective?
Archive as in like from social media?
I'm assuming.
Or just any?
Yeah, let's say social media.
I think that's protective. I don't think it's petty, especially if you were the new person. Why would you keep photos of your old partner around?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, don't play with me.
Exactly.
You don't allow your partner to hang with someone who has shaded you before.
Ooh, that's hard. I would say that's more. Damn, that's hard. I would say that's more petty than protective, but at the same time, sometimes a bad apple
I
does
can
threaten
see
the rest.
the in
So
between. Yeah. Okay. So you read their messages while they're asleep because you just had a feeling.
that's definitely petty. That's
I agree. I was kind of like, why are you on my phone? Your friend starts hanging out with someone who used to talk trash about you. Do you distance and you distance yourself?
protective.
For sure. You and your partners are arguing. You block them for 48 hours.
Like my significant
You and your
other?
partner, yeah.
Oof,
And you block them 48 hours.
that's petty.
That's petty.
That's
yeah.
petty.
Because we got to be grown and we have to
You
communicate.
have to communicate, exactly.
Oh my God. All right. That was good. Okay,
That's how
cool.
you start like a bigger argument.
Right. And a lot of people don't. They want to be petty. It's just in them,
Yeah.
But we're not. We're trying to be better here, y'all. Okay, let's not be petty. Let's be, let's be adults and let's try to fix the situations. All right. So, do you believe your worth is tied to being chosen by a man? I think this is the obvious question. Clearly, you're gonna probably say no.
Yeah.
So, do you believe women are worth depending what type of man is in their life?
Do I believe women's worth is determined by the type of man?
Yes. Yes.
I think yes, to an extent, because
Okay, break that down for me.
Yeah, because for example, if you're with a man who cheats on you, doesn't remember like the little things like that, you like flowers, your anniversary, that you need a vacation at least once a year.
Right.
All these things that at the end of the day prioritize you as a woman and as maybe like a wife down the line, because we do so much emotional work that does determine your worth as a woman because you chose that partner.
Yeah.
And if you're choosing a man that doesn't respect and value you, then
Yeah.
you're devaluing yourself as a woman. Because what's going to happen down the line is you're going to be drained of everything that made you before you met him.
Yeah.
So I think that's why it's so important to be very careful. And that I think that's why I'm so quick to tell. Well, now I'm engaged, but when I was dating, like I was really quick to tell men, like, hey, I don't do casual
dating.
Like, 2 a.m. Hey, are you up?
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
I don't do like nonchalant. I don't do distant. I don't do low effort. I can't do that. I'm not that kind of person when I'm in a relationship. So I can't be with that kind of person.
Yes.
So I do definitely think that, the man that you choose
Come on, boundaries.
determines the kind of woman that you are gonna appear and end up being down the line at the end of the day.
That's so good. That is so good. What advice would you give any woman out there who is struggling to really like find their value, who is constantly seeking that male attention? What advice would you tell them?
I would tell them to honestly be single for a while.
Okay.
Be single for a while and make a list of your non-negotiables as a person and a woman without thinking of what that will look like in a relationship. Just make a list of the things you're not willing to negotiate or give up.
That's so good.
And be single for a while. Like there's nothing wrong with just enjoying your own company and realizing that maybe the things you were doing are not
they're not helping you
to leading you to a good place. Also maybe disconnect from the wrong people and social media.
That's really good.
That's what's fueling all of this at the end of the day.
I think that definitely being single, taking time for yourself is very important. It allows you to really find yourself, find your value as a woman. So that was really good. Yeah. Okay, Stefanie, girl, you know what you're talking about. I know that's right.
I think so.
No, you do. I respect that. So we're having a new segment on the show. It's called Darling Be Honest. And so our audience, they have sent in some, their stories, things that they're going through. Yes. And you get to give them advice on that. Oh, me too. When I say I'm like, oh my God. So I actually have one here.
Okay.
That I think that you're going to like. So this one says, 2 years after I got divorced, I started to talk with a man who was my boyfriend while I was a teenager. The talk became very intense, and I went to visit him many times where he lives. I guess it was a different state.
Okay.
But he never came to visit me. I felt like he became so comfortable with less interest to come see me. So I decided to stop traveling so far without seeing any improvements in the relationship. Did I make the right decision about giving up on him?
Yes. Absolutely. And honestly, 2 years is a little too long.
Yes.
Okay, I've been there where it was long distance. Like we lived in completely opposite sides of you, like all the way to Baytown, and I'm over here in the Galleria.
Wow.
And yeah, there was that was like one of the relationships that I will say like I was very mistaken because I cared about the person, and I was doing that. Like I was driving over there, but he wouldn't make the effort to come see me.
Baytown? I know he lying.
Yeah. And then the kicker was not being able to respect what I considered my love language and my boundaries around that.
Yeah.
I told him, like I told every guy I've ever dated, I like flowers. If you're gonna come see me, bring me flowers.
Yeah.
This guy shows up with a smoothie, and then he has the nerve to be upset that I was like reestablishing boundaries. Like, hey, I told you, like,
but what if he
flowers?
What if he couldn't afford the flowers, friend? Like
flowers are not
I mean, I'm just
for probably the price of the smoothie because it was
right.
from Smoothie King, and those smoothies are like $10 or whatever.
Yes,
you could have gone to Trader Joe's. You could have gone to Whole Foods.
Hey, people sleep on Trader Joe's.
The flowers are great.
Hey,
that's where I get my flowers.
Right.
So yeah, definitely no. You were right to give up, and I think next time establish that mental boundary to where you're not willing to go out of your way that much for a man that's not doing the same for you.
I love that. That is so good. Yeah, I think definitely 2 years was very long.
Yes.
Ain't no way.
2 years too long.
Especially if we adults. By the way, I think this person was, let me see how old they were. Because I think that also plays a big part.
Does it tell you how old
this person is 39 years old.
Girl,
So an adult, right? And I think that sometimes as women, we try to make things work, and like she probably was very hopeful in a relationship, and she wanted that from him, or because a lot of times men are very tricky. They're gonna tell you, oh yeah, I'm gonna come eventually, but they never actually come, and you just wait. Sometimes you're just waiting, right?
I think it's because we're givers.
Yeah.
And if you give too much, people are gonna take advantage.
Take advantage. Yeah. So I hope my sis out there watching, make sure that, next time you don't give nobody, not even a year, honey. They don't show up, they don't come see you in 2 months.
It's done.
Cut it.
I agree.
That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I am so happy to have you. Thank you for coming on the show. Thank you for blessing us with your presence. I think that I'm pretty sure the audience definitely got a lot from this conversation. And I will tell them where they can find you, how they can connect with you, your business. Girl, plug yourself in, because...
Well, for all my shenanigans, you can find me on Instagram. My personal Instagram is Stefanie, and that's STEPHEZINHO. It's in Portuguese. Don't ask. It's a long story.
Wait, I want to know. You speak Portuguese?
Yeah, I speak a little bit Portuguese.
Tell us some Portuguese.
No,
tell me
this far.
No, yeah. Tell me. Good morning.
Good morning. Bom dia, Alexa.
Ooh, bom dia, girl.
Yeah.
That's cute. I'm learning Portuguese.
Portuguese is I love the language.
It's so beautiful.
I grew up listening to Brazilian music in Cuba. I don't know how the connect comes in, but that was played a lot, and I fell in love with the culture. So that's kind of how I learned through music and through TV.
Nice. I love that for you. Okay, cool. I'm sorry. Just got a little...
No, go ahead. And then my business profile, where you can find all of our work and all of the creative stuff that we do, is Coffee Socials. That's with an S at the end. And yeah, you can follow us there. If you are a business owner, big or small, and you need the help, we love working with a lot of people in different industries, and we don't like to say we have a niche because we know we can market you to any audience. So yeah.
Come on. All right, y'all. Make sure you guys connect with Stefanie. Thank you guys for watching this episode. Don't forget to send in your stories. Tell us your story, whatever you're having. If you're going through some drama, girl, in relationships, family, business, all the things, we got you. Okay, we can give you the best advice possible. So go ahead and send in your stories, and make sure you can catch us on the next episode of the Darling Talk Show. See y'all later. Bye.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I love the smile in your face.